Mrs. Kim, dear, move ahead from my. We understand you, but what next? Not able to understand her. Mola, mom, dad, I actually that time is really feeling. So tell me, how was it? Sudden that I don't know where. The young spat out, drink, laughing uncontrollably. It is just feel that empty. You also couldn't hold back yourself, and you chuckled while Mola made a not face as she wasn't able to tell them. Mrs. Kim, it was good, Mola, but I didn't know that you were so eager to attend that wedding. Otherwise, we would have taken you with us. Confusing looking at her unusual behavior. Then she looked at Taehyung and you as they were chuckling at her. Mr. Kim was equally confused as Mrs. Kim, controlling himself. Taehyung finally thought to tell them by himself as Mola is going to take whole life. Taehyung, let it be, Mola. I will only tell them. Smiled. Mola bit her lower lip and she was twitching her finger, being nervous. Taehyung, mom, dad, Mola and Jimin love each other. Mrs. Kim what literally shouted in shock. Mrs. Kim was also surprised and shocked with this newfound information. Guess you both already know Jimin. He's really nice guy and I'm sure he's best for Mola. He loves her a lot and he will always keep her happy. Mr. Kim, is it true, Mola? Do you love him in serious tone? Mola, yes, dad, I love him. Catherine a bit courage. Taehyung smiled at her while you pressed her hand, assuring Taehyung, mom, say something. Mrs. Kim, who was in her own while listening this. Mrs. Kim, oh my god, Taehyung, this is best news. You should have told me this news before only. I also like Jimin so much. In fact, I want Mola to marry him, but I was not sure his and Mola's reaction about this. But this is actually the best news. She immediately came to Mola and hugged her. Mr. Kim, yes, Jimin is really nice and we also like him. Also, Taehyung already know him since long, so we trust him that he will take care of you more than himself. Mola, we are so happy that with your stars, dear. Mola got so happy, so was Taehyung and you. Mr. Kim, we will go and talk to Jimin parents soon with smile. Mrs. Kim is happily cupping Mola face and kissed her forehead lovingly. You. That's when we needed, mom, dad. I'm sure Jimin is already planning to come to ask Mola hand from both of you with his parents soon, teasingly looking at Mola and then showed Mola's hand as a beautiful diamond ring shining in her finger. See, he had already proposed her for marriage. Taehyung smiled. Mrs. Kim really raised her eyebrows, teasingly at Mola. After looking at the ring, Mola, mom, bowed and hugged her. They all laughed at her. Mr. Kim patted her head lovingly. The very next day, Jimin came with his parents. Mr. and Mrs. Kim welcomed them. Jungkook and Han also came. Mr. and Mrs. Kim already liked Jimin. Mola and Jimin love each other. Jimin, mom and dad also liked Mola a lot. They had already heard enough about Mola from the son and they weren't disappointed when they met Mola. They were so eager to make her their daughter-in-law or can be said daughter as Jimin was soonest child for them. Priest was called and 2 days were given, one after 2 weeks and another was 1.5 months later. Jimin told them to fix it after 1.5 months so that Mola spent some more time with her family. As now only everything got fine between her and her brother and parents. Mola nodded thankfully for being so thoughtful while Taehyung also had heartwarming smiles looking at Taehyung for whom Mola is priority. No doubt he was best for her. These past things were getting better and more better in everyone that they were happy. Their love was growing. You bond with Mola was like never before. Mola found her best friend in you. Mola then best friend. You was best human being. She thought how wrong he was to judge and not believe you, but you was there to tell her to forget everything and start afresh. Mola was back on her teasing and leave no chance to tease her dear Appa and sister-in-law. Even Han and Jungkook weren't left out from teasing sessions. Jungkook and Taehyung got back their angel sister in all this. Mola were getting much better. Her recent report came quite good, which made everyone happy and she didn't got any anxiety attack after that night. A couple of times she felt uneasy and before it turned into an attack or even worse. She either talked with Taehyung or like she promised them, she never let her mind go back to past thoughts and disturb herself. Jimin was more than happy that he was getting married to love of his life, and also Mola was impressed. The wedding preparation started already as they didn't want anything less in their only daughter's marriage. It's 3 weeks later in kitchen. Later, this 3 weeks passed in a blink. It was normal in came mentioned when Mola were in kitchen. They were trying a new Spanish dish, Mola, and it is done happily. You, yeah, finally let's taste this if it is good enough to eat, or we are going to be laughing. Bored of everyone. Checkle Mola right with Checkle. They took a bit and tasted it. Mola, it is quite delicious. You tasting it. You also tasted it. You, yeah, you are right. We did it. No dishes is impossible to make for Chef Mola and Chef. You patting Mola and yourself and they laughed you. Okay, now I will just come after taking bath and then we will arrange dinner. I can't stay like this for another minute with this sticky feeling of sauce pointing towards your dress, having sauce stain and also on your skin. Mola nodded with Checkle. Mola, anyway, you when Appa's flight will land, he is coming tonight only, right? Taehyung has gone for business trip for a week and he was coming back tonight. You, yeah, he said he will come tonight but didn't mention time. He was still not sure that work will completed by today evening, so can't say anything. Your brother is tight for businessman when it comes to work, shaking your head. Mola, really, and how he is when it comes to you. I mean, as husband teasing, pushing you lightly with shoulder, you narrowed your eyes as a teasing to avoid your blush. Mola started singing to tease you. You having so much fun. Just that you get married when I will say what song will you sing on behalf of Jimin. Well, let me guess, act like thinking before singing wild thoughts. You when I'm with you all get is wild thoughts. Well, when I'm with you all I get is wild thoughts. I'm teasingly. Mola eyes got wide open listening your choice of song. You, I will kill was saying when suddenly they heard phone ringing. It was Mola phone kept on the sub as it was near them, so both saw the call ID. Mola, how can you be having such a bad timing? Jimin muttered under her breath, thinking what you is gonna do now to tease her father. Mola, what a beautiful connection, thinking about you, and he called. She raised your eyebrows at her. You wait, let me tell him that how much you were missing him. Was about to take phone, but Mola immediately hold the phone. You let out a laugh. You okay, I'm going to talk to him with Chekhil. Then you went out. Mola signed as you went out from kitchen. She took the call. On the phone, Mola, hey, slowly with blushing smile crept on lips, still thinking about you teasing Jimin. Hey, so what is my soon to be wife doing that took so much time to take the call? He heard him saying dramatically, Mola, nothing. It was just was saying when someone shouted was he heard you. She was getting wild thoughts, thinking about you shouted from behind and went from there with your phone as you came back to take it. Mola, you shouted being embarrassed, but you paid no heed and went from there giggling it her father. More embarrassment to her. Jimin had already heard it and he was laughing out loud. She squeezed her eyes tight and she was sure her cheeks must have hot and red. Jimin, is that so? Mola here is teasing voice. Mola, shut up, Jimin. Why only to hear him shakering? She went to her room talking to him on phone. Taehyung signed you soon. We came inside room. You see no message or call from Taehyung. He told that he will come you before checking the flight. You call on Taehyung number, but here that number is not reachable. You shook your shoulder. You man maybe he is in flight already. Threw the phone on the bed, looking at your dress, having searched. You shook your head and went to washroom. Hurried to take bath. After taking bath, you extend your hand to take your glass, but then only it hit your mind that you didn't bring it and you hit your head lightly. You stupid me, what to do now? Thinking about you took the bath and waited you anyway. Taehyung is not here, so how does it matter to go out like this? Only shaking your shoulder. Then you came out of washroom wrapping your wet hair with towel, humming some song to yourself. You came to the dressing table and then looked at yourself. You smiled and looked at your reflection, whistling to yourself. You threw the towel back towards chair without caring where it was landed. You walked towards the door of walking closet and you was about to side it when suddenly you was traveled by your waist and you was pinned to the cupboard. Your face suddenly turned heavy and eyes got closer, but you recognized the touch. Obviously, who can do this other than Taehyung? Why are you hell bent to give me heart attack every time you visit with a closed and still breathing heavily? Then you opened your eyes and glared at him, who was giving you his best man leaning towards your face. Taehyung, hey, my best queen, whispered slowly. You, is this a way to greet your wife after coming from your stupid and boring business trip and almost ignoring her since a week? And can't you be normal? Sometimes narrowing your eyes, Taehyung, being normal is so boring, Mrs. Kim, and I can see that someone missed me like hell. Well, quite impressed me. You, but I'm not impressed by you. So back up and Mr. Husband, as if I remember you had a flight about half an hour back. So okay to explain how did you landed before your flight? Taehyung, actually I was too hurried to meet my wife, so that's why I couldn't wait for that flight. I took the next flight as soon as my work completed and I'm here. You, wow, thank you so much for this present surprise 2 hours sooner to make out for a whole week. I think you needed to start working on your maths in order to and look at rolling your eyes with anger. Taehyung, try how much you want to show this fake angry fake it to me, but the truth is that you were happiest to find me here, even if it is 2 hours sooner. He was really not angry, but just throwing tantrum, and he knew that well. You tried hard not to smile, listening to him. Taehyung, it's okay, you don't need to hide, teasing me, looking at your face as I looked everywhere but him. You, what I am angry on you, forcefully maintain hard face and chuckle, then said Taehyung, yeah, I can see that. By the way, I had no idea that marriages are going to be treated with such a beautiful sight. You are looking smoking hot, and Mrs. Kim intends to looking at you from top to bottom. That's when you realized that you were standing in bathroom and looked at yourself. You need to chin muttered and tried to go push him, but it was failed attempt you did. The next moment you was again sandwiched between him and the cupboard, and this time you barely had space between them. You let out a shaky breath with his sudden move, and you couldn't look up into his eyes. Taehyung, what's so hurry, sweetheart? You said I have not greeted my wife properly, so let me do the honor, my love. You heard him saying in husky yet passionate tone, leaning towards you with an negligible distance between their faces. He rubbed his nose against your lips and light a push, resulting you to turn your face in such a way that his right cheek raised your left eye, and then you feel his heart breath falling on your neck. He slowly nuzzled in your wet hair. Your eyes got close, subconsciously feeling it. I miss you, whispering, tasting your soft skin with his nose and lips, and inhaling your fresh fragrance. You, I didn't lie, you hiding your smile and feeling the lingering kisses on your neck. In such a bad layer, you were muttered slowly before biting you. Your mouth feeling is squeezing your eyes shut and bite your lower lip to control yourself. Your lips curved into smile. He eyed the rope a bit, revealing your shoulder. You slowly lifted your hand, placing it on his chest, and slowly moved up to encircle around his neck while your other hand gripped his arm. You miss you more than you think, whispered slowly to young him. I am so sorry. It was a trick that I hardly got time to talk to you. Even I was hella frustrated but couldn't help it. Sorry, whispered, releasing against your ear with his lip pressed against your lip. You understand, young. You don't need to explain, so it is okay. Ruffling his hair with your finger. Young, thank you for being so understanding and the way you were husky with smile. You hummed, I love you to hiding your face and his sister and checking before saying I love you. They were lost in each other. They heard someone's voice. Oh my god, Janice, what have you seen? The voice was here. They got started and separated hurriedly, then looked at the door only to find Mola standing covering her eyes and facing the other side. Taehyung, you damn mother. Taehyung, Mola, couldn't you just knock on the door in a bitter and face? Mola, how rude, Appa, and I have the minimum common sense to knock, but how would I knock the door? She's already wide open, still looking away. Taehyung muttered to himself, realizing that he didn't shut the door when he entered inside. You gave him unavailable look. Mola, it's okay, it is happened, but please get to close the door before doing teasing me. You was feeling hell. I understand you was well aware of Mola teasing session. You know Mola will tease you for this till the moment she won't find anything other. Mola, by the way, mom was calling you both for dinner, but it's okay. I will tell her that she will be pleased to know that you both are going to give her a grandson anytime soon. With you pushed your hair behind your ear, now stand immediately rushed inside the walking closet and shutting the door to young Mola in fake stand tone, but Mola shrugged her shoulder totally unaffected. Mola, it's okay, Papa, carry on faithfully and run from there laughing. Taehyung shook his head. He shut the door, then he took out his casual and went to grab freshen up. After some time at dining room, they went downstairs. Mr. and Mrs. Kim and Mola were already sitting on dining table while servants were serving. Mrs. Kim, you both took so much time. What happened? Confusing. Mola was smiling, looking at them. They took seat. Taehyung, actually, I was getting freshen up and he was ready with answer as he knew was coming. Mola, yeah, you look very fresh up. I interrupted him and showing thumbs up, hiding a smile. Taehyung, thanks, gave a tight smile to her, which she copied back to him. Taehyung, and you have some work in no. Mola, yeah, very important work dramatically. You and Taehyung give her direct to Sharu, but she was gonna stop. Not really, Mrs. Kim, important work being convinced. Mola, yeah, mom, you know, cupboard was saying when you couple gathering everyone attention, thinking was she gonna blurt out that you was pinned to the cupboard and oh no way.